Hello and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And tonight we're looking forward to more than our fair share of fun, interest, excitement and entertainment. But first we must record the programme, and on this week we have from America Mike McShane, a very talented writer, comedian, actor and winner of the Southern California All-Comers Cyril Smith Lookalike Contest. From the Comedy Store Players, Josie Lawrence, who on previous weeks has demonstrated her astounding singing, acting and ad-libbing abilities. Tonight I'm sure she'll be moving on to piano playing, juggling and unicycling. Next, Tony Slattery, who has also made several appearances in this show, which have led to an immediate success for him in the form of an appearance on this week's show. And finally, John Sessions, a man of many parts, most of which he'll be using in the course of the programme tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. Right. Now, the first game is called Authors, so if the contestants could come down to the authorised position for that, they've got to come along with the style of a famous author in mind. Give them the title in just a moment of a story to tell. But Mike, what's the name of your author?
Louis L'Amour.
Louis L'Amour, sort of Western pulp writer, that kind of thing, yes. Josie?
The Brothers Grimm, fairy tales.
Brothers Grimm fairy tales, yes. Those Brothers Grimm, right. And Tony?
My author is Dr. Alex Comfort, who wrote the best-selling Joy of Sex.
Yes. What an unusual choice for you, Tony. And John?
William Faulkner.
William Faulkner, right, back on solid ground there. Now, a title for a story for those authors to tell.
I went to the toilet.
I'm sorry? Your private life doesn't really concern us, but can we have a usable title for those authors to tell?
Knight of the Crumpet.
Sorry?
Knight of the Crumpet.
Knight of the Crumpet. We're in charge of the public here. It's all improvised, as that very bad title demonstrates. Now, let's start with you, Mike.
Roadkill, Texas was a lawless town, but it had one baker, Tex Amerstein. He was the best baker in all of Roadkill, but he had a problem. He'd run out of whole wheat flour, and that made him a dangerous man.
One night when Tex lay in bed, a little elf called Putitzel landed on his bedside table. If you want to get some wheat flour, you have to journey many miles to the land where the Knight of the Crumpet lives.
The elf was little, but of course size doesn't matter.
The verification of the delineation of the hope of the answer to the ding-dong, bing-bang, bash of hope, coming down now deeper into the forest of his resourcefulness. Down there into the sanctuary, the butter dripped fall down into the crumpet falling lower and lower, driving deeper into the south. The Yoknapatawpha County of her deep deliberateness, the butter dipping, dripping, and deeper and deeper.
Tex said enough of this crap, you little fairy. Draw spatulas and let's bake. So he popped open his camper oven and they went at it. Well, the little fairy was quick, but not quick enough. Tex whipped out a couple of the best tasting crumpets that he ever seen in his life. Smeared some honey buck jelly on it and passed it to him. He says, "Put that on for size, you pointy-eared little fruit."
This made the elf very angry. So he decided to lock the baker up in an ivory tower. One night, the Knight of the Crumpet came and shouted, "Baker, baker, let down your crumpets." He climbed up the juicy, buttery crumpets and dropped inside, where he saw the baker all alone, sitting there very sad. When are you going to buzz the...
Yes, the baker was alone, and there's nothing wrong with solitary sexual experience either. Let me tell you, in terms of...
The toast was rising now, higher and higher into the hope of happiness. Down now, down again into the sanctuary, the deep, voluptuous sanctuary of his lechery. There inside, the hope denying, the hope reliving again, revivifying all hope in the answer to the improbability of the indefatigable hope of the answer of the improbable. The butter would come, and down would go the toast, and Holy Ghost and all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's it. Well, I'll give 15 points to everybody apart from Tony Slattery. I'll give 2 because sizes and everything. Now, the next game is called Film and Theatre Styles. They divide into pairs for this game, and we start with Josie and Mike. So, can you come forward? In film and theatre styles, I'm going to give them a situation to improvise in just a moment. But we'd like a list of film and theatre styles that we can switch into. So, anyone got any suggestions for a...
Film noir.
Sorry? Film noir. I think we have had that before, but why not? Sorry? Russ Meyer. I don't think we've had that. Doctor Who? One more, maybe. Gilbert and Sullivan. Oh, Gilbert and Sullivan fan. My goodness. Or was it another style you were demonstrating? Clap films or something? What could that be? I don't know. Oh, so the situation is, I'd like to start with one of you is a wife who is trying to murder her husband. So one of you is a wife, one of you is a husband, and that's the situation for you. Just do it as normal for the beginning, and then I'll come in with a style in a moment.
I've made a cup of tea for you, dear.
Oh, good. Where are my razor blades?
Oh, your razor blades. Oh, you ran out. They were all blunt. I went to the chemist and got some more.
Oh, good.
You better drink your tea while it's still hot.
Ow, that is hot. I spilled it in the sink. Excuse me.
Never mind, dear. Come and have some stew. It's lovely stew. It's got beautiful powdered, beautiful pieces of beef in it.
Russ Meyer.
Sure, I like beef. Come on, baby. You know, when I picked you up at that damn truck stop down
Tell me
there-
about it, Big Daddy.
You passion flower, I'm gonna pull your stamens and mount your pistols till you fire off everything, baby. Let's get on my Harley here and ride and go on a tri-state murder spree that's never happened before.
Yes, why don't you get on your bike, but watch the brakes down.
Film noir.
Cigarette?
Thanks. I took the cigarette daintily from the case. It was silver, with the head of a wolf on the top of it, with its mouth still open. Inside that was the lighter.
Here, let me light it for you.
Suddenly I felt very warm. Pain coursing up my body. Suddenly I felt like a Buddhist monk. I felt like going in the lotus position, but that wasn't good enough. Baby, you can put me on fire, but you can't stomp me out. You're not the kind of woman for it. What I need is a real woman. And so, burning like the night of the pestle himself, I went into the bar.
Well, it should be Doctor Who. We better make it Star Wars.
Hubby Wanky Noby, please forgive me. I didn't mean to set you on fire. I don't want to kill you. It's the people inside my head, from the planet Ihar.
The planet Ihar, full of the many fish-headed people that have come to this planet to suck up all the salt out of the sea. I know they've been controlling your brain.
They have been controlling my brain, my life, even my lipstick. Look.
Quickly, let me draw my pork saber.
Okay, let's end on Gilbert and Sullivan.
That's a mighty fine lipstick case you have, a mighty fine case indeed.
Oh, husband, thank you very much. Come sit near me, will you, will you, will you? I don't mean to kill you, kill you, kill you. I don't need to kill you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Why is the Doberman in my bed? He's going to kill me and break my head.
That is true.
Okay.
I don't mean to kill you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good. All right. Yes. Very, very good. And for the first time, I'm able to award the maximum 83.5 marks for that particular improvisation. So we now go on to John and Tony. So if you'd like to come forward. Some more styles, please, for them to... Restoration. Oh, we've had that at 9 times. Escape movie. Jolly good. Magic Roundabout, yeah.
Stock exchange information.
Yeah. Yes, too silly. Now, the improvisation we'd like you to do is, Tony, you're having a dinner party and you have to pop next door to a neighbour to borrow some coffee. Pretty bizarre, eh? So, if you could start off doing that in no particular style, and then we'll rush into some styles in just a moment.
Hi, I need some very sophisticated coffee.
I'm sorry, I don't touch coffee, I just touch the air.
You're doing Tai Chi, aren't you?
No, I'm just a wanker, that's all.
You're the very person we need to make up the numbers. Why don't you come next door? I'm not a homosexual.
Documentary. Particularly, what was it? Stock exchange information film.
Of course, the price of coffee can rise and can fall, and here to talk about that is John Sessions.
Thanks, Jack. Coffee is a major problem in the world at the moment, insofar as you're better off in guilt. If, of course, you do drink the guilt, of course, you have a likelihood of turning into maybe an Aztec, insofar as they swallowed a lot of gold all those centuries ago. Mike!
All right, getting a bit into too much like Gold Blend there, and we'll go into Escape Movie. Did we have that suggested? Escape Movie?
The plan's this.
I don't want to hear your plan, Brett.
Oh, so you're American, are you?
Yeah, goddamn right I am, huh? You know it, God Save the Queen and all that? Adolf is laughing at you, man, you know?
You Texans think you're so bloody spunky, well, you're not.
I'm not from Texas. I was born in Melton Mowbray. You know that?
I don't want to know about your flashy American new towns. We got to tunnel underneath the plantation and get all the coffee. It's simple.
You want the tunnel? You dig it, right?
Why do we in an old favourite, Restoration?
Faith! Why, my lord, I was just walking in Ranelagh, but 3 hours ago a sniff through the nostrils came to my ear, and my nose indeed there, Faith, madam, she is coming close with her coffee beans dancing in the air, and I will be lower into her cup, my lord.
So says me lady politic bumhole.
Aye, here she would come now. She would walk through the garden. She would bring a spindle of her wickedness close into thy heart. Come, draw it in. Art thou with us, madam? Would thou take coffee with thee, or would thou bring tea into thy heart and there bring happiness? You know my Lord Lovewit? He is a clever, pretty nobleman. He drinks coffee, tea, and also, when he is weird, herbal tea and chamomile. Say on.
Rather would I spike thy blongy... What?
Do not spot my billabongy bloggy with thy Australians. It's not yet discovered.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dear. Well, yes, 72 points to John and 3 to Tony. You're leaving it all to do, Tony, this week. Now we're going to play a game called The World's Worst. You'd like to come forward onto the world's worst step here, and this is a quick fire round, and they've each of them got to come and think up of many examples of the world's worst person to be coming forward to receive an Oscar. So I'll buzz you when I've got the idea of each of your ideas. So go ahead now.
Your Royal Highness.
I'd just like to say it's about time you son of a bitches gave me an award.
I think the most exciting thing about this award is that it looks just like our director stark naked.
I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this award, so I'm going to club myself to death with it right here. I want to.
Thank you so much for giving me this award after all these years. I'd like to thank everybody I know, really. It begins in 1905.
I'd just like to say to my co-star Helena that she's a talentless bitch.
I thought I was going to get an Oscar, right? And I got that stupid bint from Goldfinger with a paint on her.
I'd like to thank Alan and Terry, and most I'd like to thank Bill, who helped me so much during the shooting.
I waited so long for this award, and it makes me want to sing.
My name is Chief Simon Bearclaw, and I'm accepting this award and throwing it in the trash for the actor who told me that the whales are trapped under the ice still. While whales are still trapped under the ice like frozen food, no white man or Indian can accept the award.
Thank you so much for this award. I really like it. Where's this Willie?
You what?
Guess where I've hidden my award?
It took a lot doing this film. David Putnam was very important in conceiving the picture, and it affected us a lot. Oscar and I have been talking together for quite a while now. He comes to me in the night. He does, honestly.
Having Tourette's syndrome has not stopped me from achieving this award as a screenplay writer, although the collaboration process didn't stop me at all.
I have to interrupt there. Thank you.
Good idea.
Well, I'll work out the points for that next round. See you again in a couple of minutes, or for those watching on video in a couple of seconds. Bye. Well, I welcome you back with the exciting news that I'm awarding 23 points to everybody for that last game. Now, we next get to a game called Remote Control. The idea of this game is that I'm sitting at home watching the television and flicking between the 4 channels and finding on each of the channels one of our contestants. And Mike, can you be doing an episode of Miami Vice? In fact, can you come forward, in fact, all of you? And Mike, can you be doing an episode of Miami Vice? Josie, Treasure Hunt. You ever watch that? Good. And Tony, Game for a Laugh. And John, Floyd on Fish. Okay? But bizarrely, all of these programs are all dealing with the same topic. So can we have a suggestion for a topic that could be... Hedgehogs. Yes, a very good suggestion. Very popular animal, hedgehogs. Not normally for television programs, but... do you have hedgehogs in America?
Yes, we do.
Yes, good. Just like, probably bigger than over here. Okay, so I'll just be flipping around from channel to channel, starting with you, Tony.
But what he didn't know was that we injected his hedgehog with sodium pentothal. So it was completely dead. Let's see how he gets on when he steps on it.
John.
I'm sick and tired of there's all these attitudes around the country that nobody can eat a hedgehog. A hedgehog is yummy. It's absolutely... It's absolutely splendid. It's a lovely type of food.
Mike.
Come out of the hole, man. Come out of the hole. Come on. You know we're gonna give you a break. All that grain you ate, well, forget it. Just do 9 to 5 at the petting zoo, okay?
Hello, Annika. The clue is you will find the hedgehog in the bottom of the barrel in the corner.
Oh, that means it might be at the bottom of the barrel in the corner! I got it! I got it!
John.
Hedgehogs are marvellous with butter, but to show how wonderful they are, how nobody can think that tomorrow creeps on their petty placement and all that rubbish. With my friend now, the friend here is called Tony Banks. He's come all the way from East London. He's actually a hedgehog, and I'm going to chuck him right in the pan now. This is one.
Mike.
I'm back with you, man. Come on out. Come on out, man. Come here. You little furry guy. You think you're bad? Let me rub you up against my face. There you go. Now you're talking.
Tony.
So, not only is the hedgehog drugged and dead, we also disguised it as a tampon.
Josie, please.
The clue!
John.
And this hedgehog is just fresh, it's still alive. Now it's dead. Then it goes straight in the pan, boiling oil all over it. Another drink and I'm on.
Thank you very much. We'll end remote control there. Thank you. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, now 45 points everyone on that round. Now this next round is called American Musical. The idea of this is all 4 competitors improvise a musical based on the life of somebody or bodies in the studio audience tonight, with the assistance of Richard Vranch of the Comedy Store Players. So I'll just go and find somebody on whose life we can base this musical. And I think I'll come to you. I don't know why. Now, what's your name?
My name's Simon.
Your name's Simon. Jolly good, Simon. And where do you come from, Simon?
London.
London?
Finchley.
London Finchley? Yeah, as opposed to London, England. Right. Now, I wonder if you give me something that's happened to your life on a Thursday.
I've played football.
You played football. Jolly good. Playing football. And I come to you. What's your name?
Phil.
Phil.
Yeah.
Something's happened to you on a Wednesday.
Yes, I've been stopped by the police.
Stopped by the police? Not from playing football, I hope?
Absolutely
And your name, can I ask you?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Lawrence. Fair enough, Lawrence. No, it's a perfectly good name.
I hope so.
I should imagine. Where do you come from, Lawrence?
France.
France. And does anything happen to you either in France or in England on a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday?
Yes.
I woke up.
You woke up?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's the three things for the American musical. Waking up, playing football, and what was the other one?
Stopped by the police.
And stopped by the police. Away you go.
Good morning, honey.
Good morning, darling.
Oh, I'm still tired. I had a bad dream.
Did you? What did you dream about?
Oh, you know, the same thing I dreamt about last time I had a dream. I dreamt I saw you in a lawn, a pitch, something green. It was obscene. And yet each side there was a net.
That's funny, because I have the same dream. I had big shoulder pads.
Even bigger than you have now, do you?
They were huge, and a helmet on my head, and it was painted a very bright red, and I was running. I was running, and I had a small pig in my hand.
A pig in your hand.
Except its belly was sewn shut, and I passed it, and I went, hut, 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 I threw it.
Darling, you know what you've done? You've just created American football.
Thank God!
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, darling.
I've got a bit of bad news, I'm afraid.
What?
Tell us, tell us.
Boy, have I had a day when I tell you it's gonna blow your minds away.
Tell me the rest. Come to my breast.
Well, I was just walking down the street. I was on my way to luncheon when I was stopped by a policeman, and he abused me with his truncheon.
Did he beat you?
He beat me.
Did he whack you?
He whacked me.
Did he make you drop your pants?
No.
Rise and shine, right?
Yeah, Larry,
Yeah,
that's
good morning.
right.
Hey.
Tom, you're always so happy.
It's because I'm mentally deficient.
Mentally deficient.
That's it.
Although you're quite efficient at some things, isn't he, boys?
I don't
Yeah,
know why.
Fantastic!
Hey, get out of here.
We think you're great.
We think you're the best.
We think you're special.
We think you're great.
We think you're wonderful. A microcephalic morning call.
You're great.
Hey, you're going to my head, guys. Oh, not feeling too good. Oh, yeah, I just remembered. I got tuberculosis.
That's great news.
Well, let's end on that. Thank you. Well, okay. Well, I'll award 1,000 points to everybody in that last game, which totaling up means that Mike McShane has won this week's programme. Well done, Mike. And the prize for winning is to get to read the credits out in a style of my choosing, and I think I'll get you to do it in the style of James Stewart, I think. So it all remains for me to thank Mike McShane, Josie Lawrence, Tony Slattery, John Sessions, Richard Ranch, you, the studio audience. So this is me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.
Whose line? Our line isn't anyway. Start Clive Anderson, John Sessions, Josie Lawrence, Richard Branch, title music by Philip Pope, senior cameraman, he just went by me, the vision mixer, Ross Story, videotape editor, floor manager, Janet Stewart, I like that name, costume designer, John Hibbs, makeup designer, Christine Fiddler, production buyer, Mandy Vivian, production, Wendy Hill, production accountant, Nina Buckley, research, Jane Bigger, Pip Gardner, a wonderful human being, producer, Dan Patterson, and it's really been great to be here. Thank you very much.